Good morning, 9:30, and I am about to leave on the final journey of my trip. For the last 25 days I've been traveling with Suzan, and it has been fantastic. We had a great time, saw a lot of great stuff, but now she's flying home to Canada and I am on my way down to Ushaia. I'm all packed up, ready to go. I'm gonna go pick up my motorcycle from the storage area and get on the road, and I'm gonna head down to Bahia Blanca tonight. Hopefully I get there. If not, there's plenty of places to stay if I don't make it all the way there. This is it. I am going to miss Suzan. We had a great time, but I'm very excited about starting the final leg of my journey. Off to Ushaia. Here I come. This is it. I'm back on my bike. My bike is packed. I'm ready to go. GPS is set for Bahia Blanca, and I'll be on my way. Got up there and got on my bike and turned on the key and hit the start button, and boom, it started up. There's no better feeling than your bike starting after it's sat for 25 days. I've had a few times in my life where the bike hasn't started and you get that sick feeling in your stomach, but not today. Everything is great. I just had to quickly adjust the chain and lube it, and now I'm on my way. I'm away. Okay, see you on the highway. Okay, feels great to be back on the bike. Testing out the new shoes, feel good. So yeah, just working my way through Buenos Aires. Just got out of the garage and on my way through town. I find Buenos Aires an easy town to drive in. The drivers are fairly calm, nobody does anything crazy. Traffic's never been too heavy, not even during the rush hours for some reason, but I suspect that's because a lot of people don't have cars. They live right in town in all the apartment buildings, and they either walk or take cabs. There's absolutely an army of cabs here, which makes it very easy to flag one down and get a ride, and they're not very expensive. All the way across town's about $6, so it's hardly worth it to have a car if you live here. Taking about 10 minutes to get my head back in the game, but it feels like I'm nibbling off the bike now. Everything's right back to where I was when I parked it, so feeling pretty good. Okay, that was easy. Now I'm on the highway getting out of town. Eight o'clock in the morning, and I am in the middle of the Pampas, heading towards Bariloche. Had a great night here last night, but I am ready to get back to the Andes. Riding across the Pampas is akin to riding across the Canadian prairies. It's just a huge flatland with a elevation of 160 meters through the entire length of the thing. It's 3 days of riding and not going over 160 meters above sea level. One more day and I'm through that, and I'm back in the Andes in the northern end of Patagonia, and I'm looking forward to riding through Patagonia. Getting back into the mountains, having something to look at, it will be great. I'll take a few pictures of the ride from here to Bariloche, but there won't be much to see. After 2.5 days of riding through the Argentinian Pampas, I've officially entered Patagonia, and the landscape has changed almost instantly from being completely flat for 2.5 days. I ride around the corner and enter Patagonia, and it changed immediately. Now we've got rock bluffs. There's some variation in the landscape. It's incredible. Right now, I'm in the northern part of Patagonia, and as soon as I get to Bariloche, I'll turn south and head down that way. Apparently, there's a lot to see, so I am really excited about doing this part of the trip. Okay, the next phase of my journey is beginning. Patagonia. Not only has the scenery gotten better, the traffic has picked up too. A lot of people travel to Patagonia. Oh yes, Patagonia. The scenery has certainly changed from the Pampas. Now back into lake country, back into the mountains. Feels great to be back in the Andes. Wow, just had to stop and take a quick look at these rock formations. Oh my goodness, it feels so good to be back in the mountains. Being in Buenos Aires was nice. Love the cities, but there's just not much to look at. Out here, it's endless. Beautiful vistas at every turn. Back in the Andes, beautiful Patagonia. Finally a place to get some great video. Oh my goodness, I don't know the name of the river. I'll have to find out. Getting close to Bariloche now. Beautiful. Deja vu all over again. I'm back in Bariloche. But this time I'm on my motorcycle. So I'm going to spend one night here and get a new tire put on my motorcycle. But this is where I'm going to start on my trip south on Route 40. When we start from here, we go through the mountains for a couple of 100 kilometers and then drop out of the Andes and just ride right along the Pampas at the foot of the Andes. I wanted to get this little section in. I'm back in Bariloche for one night. Glad to be done the Pampas though. It was a long, hard grind going straight across the Pampas for almost 2,000 kilometers. Good morning, 12 o'clock. I'm on my way to El Bolson from Bariloche. Had a little bit of a rough night last night. I stayed in a hotel. It was right beside a nightclub. And at midnight, the music started and got louder and louder until 2 o'clock in the morning. I might as well have went down and joined them because I got no sleep during that period. But at 2 o'clock it stopped and then I went to sleep. So slept in a bit this morning and did a little bike maintenance. Got a new tire put on yesterday, adjusted the chain this morning, lubed the chain, and got on the road. Riding this section of the road is akin to the Icefields Parkway in British Columbia, where there's two big mountain ranges on each side and you ride down the trough in between the two. Absolutely spectacular scenery. Right now I've stopped at a very popular camping spot and I'm just going to ride through and see if they have a restaurant where I can grab a snack and see this area and see what it's all about. So let's go check it out. Here's the campsite. Let's see what this is all about. Motorhomes. Don't see many of those. It's actually pretty cool. Great site. There's a river right over there. Oh, there's one right here too. Lots of people camping. Oh, there's also rafting here too in that river that's right beside us. Hola. Hey. A suspension bridge. Haven't got the name of this place yet, but oh, pretty wiggly. Well, there is a rafting operation, but I cannot believe that this would be the river they're doing it on. Like it's only about 1 foot deep. Oh, beautiful mountains here. Well, this is the other side of the bridge and it leads to a trail that goes up that way. It's probably a pretty nice hike, but I'm not dressed for hiking right now, so I think I will end my adventure right here and go back across the bridge. Now, walking across this bridge is a little tricky because it bounces up and down so much and it's tilted off to the side, so I have to be a little bit careful here. Well, that was quite an adventure. Let's go down the road and see what else we can find. Well, there's a water we could ride through. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think we're through the campsite here, and oh, that looks like a rafting company there. But this is probably the road that the rafting company uses to take their clients up and down. Well, if I was camping, I would definitely consider this a place to camp. It's beautiful. I'm going to go down to El Bolson tonight, check out the national park there, spend the night there, and then move on tomorrow to another place called Esquil. It's another 140 kilometers down the road. After that, I'll be out of the Andes again for a little bit and on my way to El Cafete. El Cafete, where that's where the glaciers cap into the lake. Should be an interesting stop. Well, here's the Punto Limite Rafting and Expeditions. Anyways, let's go to El Bolson to see what they have to offer there. Well, I've turned around and I'm going back down here because there is a steady stream of traffic heading out here. I must be missing something. Well, I talked to the people at the information center. They said nothing about this, and I didn't see anything on the net about this. But too many people are going out to here just to have a look. There's something going on. We'll find out. There is something happening. Everybody's parking and walking that way, so I'll do the same and figure out what's happening. Well, as I suspected, that little river that we saw earlier was not the one they rafted on. The one down there is one they raft on. The river that I saw earlier flows into that river. They're unloading all their rafts right here, getting ready to take a bunch of people down that river. That would have been an excellent excursion to do if I had known about it. I'm going to walk down there. Apparently there's a beautiful trail that goes along this river, and there's many beaches to look at, so let's go check it out. Things look like they get a little more interesting down that way. This is beautiful. Well, this is interesting, making our way down the trail. This river is absolutely gorgeous, beautiful, crystal clear, green color. The trail's a little rustic. Hola.
Hola.
A little narrow at times, but we're making our way through. But it's a very, very cool excursion. Nice walk. It's beautiful in here. Very popular. I couldn't believe how many cars were turning in here and how many cars were in the parking lot and how many people are walking on this trail. Look at the color of that water. Along this trail there are many beaches, and people just kind of peel off the trail and hang out at the beach. And water here is beautiful. I'm going to carry on up the trail and see what else I can see up here. I will go swimming at one point. This is a very popular spot. A lot of people are heading down here to hang out on the beach. The trail took us up and away from the river a little bit. We're a lot higher here, so we get a really good view of the river and how clear and clean it is. Well, we've got a bit of a challenge here. We've got to negotiate some logs. Look like a bit slippery and muddy, but they're making their way. Now it's my turn. We'll see how I make out. Good so far. Well, they're getting solid. They're not moving too much. Oh, it's all good. Really short section. Funny thing is, I never heard anything about this or read anything about this on the net. And when I dropped in at the Tourist Information Center this morning, nobody said anything about this place. They just talked about a national park in El Bolson that I should go see. I'm glad I stopped here. This has turned out to be a hidden gem, something I never would have found unless I just stopped to take a quick break, have a drink of water. But so many cars pulled in, I thought there must be something out here I'm missing. And sure enough, there was. In this section, the water is moving. There's no standing pools where you can wade in and go for a swim. Although it's not moving so fast that you couldn't go in there, but the ground or the bottom is very rocky, and unless you've got water shoes, it wouldn't be very comfortable. Well, this is it. The trail is blocked off. They don't want you to go any further, and so I think I'm going to turn around. And there is a spot back here about 100 meters that goes right down to the river, and nobody else is there, so that's perfect for me because I have to swim in my underwear, and I needed a bit of privacy for that. Wow. This is perfect for me. There's a nice little eddy in here that I can swim in, created by these rocks. I'm the only one here. So I am going to go for a swim and enjoy this beautiful little piece of heaven. This is another popular area. It is just beautiful. The water's really calm and quiet, crystal clear. So when I was walking out here, everybody was referring to something that they called the pool. I thought, what, a whirlpool or what? I wasn't sure what they were talking about, but when I got here, I figured it out. Right down there is a little hole in that ledge that looks like a swimming pool. And everybody comes here, hangs out on the ledge, and goes diving in the pool, or they dive into the river off that rock ledge that they're standing on right there. This is really amazing.